Hello, devoted fans of Days of Our Lives. Welcome back to the TV Days Drama Digest, your go-to channel for dissecting the juiciest plot twists, unraveling the most tangled relationships, and diving deep into the chaotic hearts of Salem's most unforgettable characters. Today, we're diving into a topic that's been setting the DOL fandom ablaze with speculation: the potential return of the infamous Jan Spear. Could this master manipulator be poised to storm back into Salem, dragging a whirlwind of drama in her wake? And more intriguingly, could her return ignite a shocking new storyline with Sophia, the enigmatic young woman whose own dark tendencies seem to echo Jan's twisted legacy? Buckle up, because we're about to unpack a saga that could redefine chaos in Salem. Jan Spear is a name that sends shivers down the spines of longtime Days viewers. Her obsessive, unhinged schemes, particularly her fixation on Sean Brady, cemented her as one of the show's most notorious villains. Meanwhile, Sophia, a newer face in Salem, has been raising eyebrows with her own brand of calculated chaos, a chilling mix of charm and menace that feels eerily familiar. Could these two women be connected in ways we haven't yet imagined? Is Sophia a disciple of Jan's dark arts, a long-lost relative, or something even more sinister? Let's delve into Jan's tumultuous history, explore Sophia's unsettling parallels, and speculate on the explosive possibilities of a storyline that could bring these two forces of nature together. Jan Spear, a villainess like no other. To understand why Jan Spear's potential return is such a tantalizing prospect, we need to revisit her reign of terror in Salem. Jan wasn't just a villain. She was a psychological hurricane, leaving devastation in her wake with a smile that could freeze blood. Her obsession with Sean Brady wasn't a fleeting crush, it was a full-blown, all-consuming fixation that drove her to commit acts that still haunt DOL fans. Picture this: a young woman so consumed by her desire for Sean that she orchestrated a kidnapping, chaining him up in a twisted bid to possess him. But Jan didn't stop there. In one of the most jaw-dropping moments in Days history, she went as far as impersonating Belle Black, Sean's true love, to deceive him into a night of passion. The audacity of her scheme was matched only by its cruelty. Jan's manipulation didn't just break hearts, it shattered trust and left scars that lingered in Salem for years. And then there was the pregnancy lie. Jan's claim that she was carrying Sean's child was a masterstroke of deception, a lie so bold it nearly tore apart Sean and Belle's relationship for good. Her schemes weren't just villainous, they were operatic in their intensity, blending desperation, cunning, and a touch of madness. Jan wasn't content to simply meddle. She wanted to rewrite the narrative of Sean's life, casting herself as the heroine in a story only she could see. But what made Jan so unforgettable wasn't just her actions, it was her ability to hide her darkness behind a facade of vulnerability. She could cry on cue, play the victim, and make you question whether she was truly evil or just a broken soul lashing out. That duality, part schemer, part shattered, made her one of Days' most compelling antagonists. Her exit from Salem left fans wondering, could someone so diabolical ever truly be gone for good? Sophia, the new face of chaos. Fast forward to today, and Salem has a new player stirring the pot: Sophia. On the surface, Sophia is everything a young woman in Salem might aspire to be: charismatic, beautiful, and whip-smart. But beneath that polished exterior lurks a darkness that's impossible to ignore. Sophia has a knack for manipulation that rivals Jan's, a way of weaving herself into people's lives only to unravel them with surgical precision. Her actions, while subtler than Jan's, carry the same chilling undertone of control and obsession. Sophia's ability to mask her psychotic tendencies is what makes her so dangerous. She can smile at a charity gala, charm her way into a powerful circle, and then, with a single calculated move, set off a chain reaction of chaos. Fans have watched her toy with relationships, plant seeds of doubt, and orchestrate betrayals with a cool-headedness that's almost clinical. Yet, there's a flicker of something unhinged in her eyes, a spark that suggests her composure could crack at any moment, unleashing a storm that Salem isn't prepared for. Take, for instance, her recent interactions with Tate Black. Sophia's flirtations with Tate weren't just playful, they were strategic, designed to drive a wedge between him and Holly Jonas. Her ability to read people, to find their weaknesses and exploit them, feels like a page torn straight from Jan Spears' playbook. And then there's her obsession with control, whether it's over a romantic interest, a business deal, or a social circle. Sophia doesn't just want to win, she wants to dominate. What's most unsettling about Sophia is how effortlessly she hides her true nature. Like Jan, she can play the innocent, the misunderstood ingenue, all while pulling strings behind the scenes. But where Jan's schemes were fueled by raw, unfiltered obsession, Sophia's are colder, more calculated. She's not just reacting to her desires, she's orchestrating them with a chess master's precision. And that's what makes her so terrifying. She's Jan Spear 2.0, a modern evolution of chaos with a sharper edge. The connection. Are Jan and Sophia cut from the same cloth? The parallels between Jan and Sophia are impossible to ignore, but could there be more to their similarities than mere coincidence? Fans have been buzzing with theories, and we're here to explore the most tantalizing ones. Could Jan and Sophia be connected in a way that shakes Salem to its core? Theory 1. Sophia as Jan's protege. One of the most compelling theories is that Sophia could be a protege of Jan's, either directly or indirectly. Imagine a scenario where Jan, during her time away from Salem, took a young, impressionable Sophia under her wing. Perhaps Jan saw in Sophia the same hunger for power and control that once defined her own life. Teaching Sophia the art of manipulation would be Jan's way of ensuring her legacy lives on, a dark mentorship that could explain Sophia's uncanny ability to wreak havoc while maintaining an air of innocence. Picture Jan whispering secrets to Sophia in some shadowy hideout, schooling her in the fine art of deception. Never let them see your true face, Jan might say, her voice dripping with the wisdom of someone who's burned every bridge and loved every second of it. Sophia, eager to prove herself, would soak up every lesson, honing her skills until she was ready to return to Salem as a weapon of chaos. If this theory holds, Jan's return could be the catalyst for a showdown between mentor and student, a clash of titans that leaves Salem reeling. Theory 2. A hidden family tie. Another fan-favorite theory is that Sophia could be related to Jan, perhaps a daughter, a niece, or even a cousin. Days of Our Lives loves a good family secret, and a blood connection between Jan and Sophia would add layers of drama to an already explosive storyline. Imagine the reveal. Sophia, unaware of her true heritage, discovers that she's the daughter Jan gave up years ago, a child born from one of her many schemes. The emotional fallout would be cataclysmic, forcing Sophia to confront the darkness in her DNA while grappling with her own identity. This theory gains traction when you consider Sophia's age and timeline. Jan's wild years in Salem could easily have included a secret pregnancy, one she hid from the world to protect her plans. If Sophia is Jan's daughter, raised by another family or in secret, her return to Salem could be the spark that draws Jan back. The prospect of a mother-daughter reunion, tinged with betrayal, manipulation, and unresolved trauma, would be pure DOL gold. Theory 3. Sophia as Jan's successor. Perhaps the connection isn't personal but thematic. Sophia could be the next generation of Salem schemers, a villainess who's inherited Jan's mantle without ever meeting her. In this scenario, Jan's return would pit the original Queen of Chaos against the new pretender to the throne. Their rivalry could ignite a war for control of Salem's underbelly, with each woman trying to outmaneuver the other in a game of lies, betrayals, and shocking reveals. This dynamic would be particularly compelling because it highlights the evolution of villainy in days. Jan's schemes were raw, emotional, and driven by obsession, while Sophia's are colder, more strategic. A clash between them would be a battle of old-school passion versus new-school precision, with Salem's residents caught in the crossfire. Imagine Jan storming back into town, furious that someone has dared to steal her spotlight, only to find that Sophia is more than her match. Why Jan's return would be a game-changer. The idea of Jan's spear returning to Days of Our Lives isn't just exciting, it's seismic. Her presence would instantly raise the stakes, forcing characters to confront their pasts while navigating her unpredictable schemes. Here's why her comeback would be must-see TV. Unfinished business with Sean and Belle. Jan's obsession with Sean never truly resolved. It simply faded when she left Salem. Her return would reopen old wounds, threatening the fragile peace Sean and Belle have fought so hard to maintain. Would Jan try to seduce Sean again, or would she target Belle with a new level of vengeance? The possibilities are endless, and every one of them spells drama. A new rival in Sophia. Whether Sophia is Jan's protégé, daughter, or rival, their interaction would be electric. Their shared penchant for manipulation would make every scene crackle with tension, as neither woman trusts the other. Would they team up to wreak havoc, or would their egos drive them to destroy each other? Either way, Salem wouldn't know what hit it. A chance to redeem or reinvent Jan. Jan's last stint in Salem painted her as a villain, but Days has a knack for giving even the darkest characters a shot at redemption. Could Jan return with a new perspective, seeking forgiveness for her past sins? Or would she double down on her villainy, proving that some leopards never change their spots? The complexity of her character makes both paths equally compelling. A blast from the past for longtime fans. For viewers who've been with Days for decades, Jan's return would be a nostalgic gut punch. Her schemes were iconic, and seeing her back in action would feel like reconnecting with an old friend or an old enemy. The show could use her return to revisit classic storylines while weaving them into the present, creating a bridge between DOOL's past and future. The potential storyline: a dance of deception. Let's paint a picture of what Jan's return could look like. Imagine the scene: a stormy night in Salem, the kind where the wind howls and secrets seem to whisper in the shadows. The Horton Town Square is quiet, save for the flicker of streetlights. Suddenly, a figure emerges from the darkness, Jan's spear, older but no less magnetic, her eyes gleaming with purpose. She's back, and she's got a score to settle. At the same time, Sophia is making waves of her own, manipulating her way into the heart of Salem's elite. She's got Tate wrapped around her finger, Holly on edge, and half the town eating out of her hand. But when Jan arrives, everything changes. The two women lock eyes at a gala, and the air crackles with unspoken recognition. They're two sides of the same coin, and they know it. The storyline could unfold in a series of shocking twists. Perhaps Jan reveals that she's been watching Sophia from afar, orchestrating her rise as part of a larger plan. Or maybe Sophia uncovers Jan's return and decides to strike first, framing Jan for a crime she didn't commit. The possibilities are endless: a fake pregnancy to trap a new victim, a corporate takeover fueled by blackmail, or even a murder mystery that pits Jan and Sophia against each other as suspects. The heart of the story would be their dynamic, a dance of deception where neither woman can fully trust the other. Every conversation would be a chess match, every gesture loaded with hidden meaning. And as their schemes collide, the collateral damage would ripple through Salem, tearing apart families, ending relationships, and exposing secrets that were meant to stay buried. Fan speculation. What you're saying? The Days fandom has been buzzing with theories about Jan's return and her potential connection to Sophia. On X, fans have been sharing their wildest ideas, and we've rounded up some of the best. At Salem Dreamer 23, Jan's spear coming back to team up with Sophia would be insane. Imagine them taking down the Bradys together. #duel. At SoapFanatic88, I swear Sophia is Jan's secret kid. The way she manipulates people is too similar. We need a DNA test ASAP. #Days of Our Lives. At Drama Queen DOL, Jan versus Sophia would be the ultimate villain showdown. My money's on Jan, she's got experience on her side. Hashtag Salem Chaos. These posts reflect the excitement and anticipation surrounding this potential storyline. Fans are hungry for drama, and a Jan-Sophia arc would deliver it in spades. Conclusion: will Jan's spear return? So, will Jan's spear make her triumphant return to Days of Our Lives? And if she does, will she bring Sophia into her orbit, creating a storyline that redefines Salem's power dynamics? The signs are all there: Jan's unfinished business, Sophia's chilling similarities, and the show's love for high-stakes drama. Whether they're mentor and student, mother and daughter, or rivals vying for control, one thing is certain: a Jan-Sophia storyline would be a roller coaster of emotion, betrayal, and jaw-dropping reveals. What do you think, Days fans? Should Jan return to shake things up? Is Sophia her heir apparent, or is there a deeper connection waiting to be uncovered? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and let's keep the conversation going. We hope you enjoyed it and look forward to sharing more with you in the future. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe TV Days Drama Digest for more updates on Days of Our Lives.